welcome to the One View with your hostess, the mostess, JC1, on a Thursday night once again, running a few minutes late this evening due to technical issues. However, we appear to have sorted them, so as always, good evening to my fellow podcast colleagues. How are you doing, Breezy?
I'll let you know after I finish this drink.
And the one, the only, the P-Town Cowboy, Double D. How are you doing today, mate?
Yo, what's cracking? It's crackling home sliz ice. Do people still say that? People still say that. That's
No
cool
one has ever said that.
I hope
ice?
they say that. Yeah, I hope
That's
they say
cool,
that.
man.
Yeah.
It's like. Do you know what it comes down to? It's like home slice, like a slice of bread, because all you friends together make a loaf. And that is unity. So you're home slice.
We're getting
anyway, sorry.
And that's how you educate.
This is it.
We're being schooled here, Brad.
You guys aren't cool enough for the knowledge.
Breezy. Has the whiskey kicked in, Breezy?
I'm trying.
Have you woke up? Let's not forget you are in hibernation this week, apart from...
hibernation mode this week.
Yeah. So, your week been good? Plenty of rest?
Yeah. That time off is not long enough.
No,
Ever.
yeah.
It's never enough.
Where's this 4-day working week, man?
I don't know.
We need to get this 4-day working week out.
We do, don't we?
Producer, get on that, please.
Get on it. Come on, man. We've done enough politics.
Or if we could just do this for a living, I could work an hour a week. It's fine.
I think if we were doing it for a living, we might need to put a little bit more than an hour in.
Hour and a half.
I'll give you 45 minutes a day. What's that?
Is that all you're giving me this week?
A day? Said a day.
Well, okay. Well, what can I say to that? All I can say is this week, Double D has been on to us, so I'm going to bring him in straight away here. Apparently, this year, Double D? They are bringing in esports into the Olympics. Now,
let's go.
I need to know what this is all about because I don't have a clue. I'll be honest.
This is. I was gonna swear then, but I'm trying to curb my swearing. This is shiz hot.
Well, I watched the language.
Esports has been massive in gaming for what, like 5 years, 10 years, maybe.
Yep.
With like some of the prizes for some of these games is insane. You know, if you're looking at like League of Legends and
hundreds of thousands, is it even a million for some?
Some of them are that big, yeah. Some of them are that big. So for a globally, universally, let's say, not in factual art, for universally recognized piece like the Olympics to say, do you know what? Let's do esports. That's amazing. That is testament, because the level of skill that some of these top tier pro gamers that literally play games for a living to earn the prize funds, there is a massive amount of skill there, and it's a different type of skill compared to normal Olympics. Don't get me wrong, but it's definitely a skill. So for them to roll that out is really, really impressive, and it's a good step forward.
Well, the thing is, I think a lot of people have the wrong impression of e-gaming. I don't know much about it, but I think the impression is people just like sat on the sofa playing video games. It's not. It's like I saw a video of a team. I think they're going to like some esports championship, and it showed their training regiment, and it was like they're in some, I don't know, some hotel, or they're not a hotel. They're in some house.
It's like it's a specific building set up for it.
It's just like. They've got personal trainers. They got It's like it's an intense training regimen, like all day. It's like this is not fun. It's like if you start playing video games, I don't know how these people can play in video games in their leisure time ever again. It's because it would just takes the fun out of it. Yeah, it's just like a competition now. It's just.
It'd be interesting to see, wouldn't it? Because you're right. Surely they don't play. They play those games on such a strict, regimented. Approach, like you said, with coaches and trainers and the squad mates just constantly hassling them about it. Surely they can't play it for fun either. Someone getting a phone call, can it beep it?
Don't worry about it.
Is it you, Breezy?
Brad was so popular to get phone calls.
Just watch
That's whoa.
Oh my god, that's horrific.
What are you doing, Breezy?
I know, right? Are you getting hacked right now?
We are getting hacked.
Brad, can you throw your phone out the window, please? That'd be great.
Brad, just move your phone away from your desk a minute.
What phone?
Nailed it.
It was Brad.
Anyway,
Right, because
back to
the
esports
trouble
again.
were I actually opened my phone at the same time because I wanted to look at something on it, and I thought it was actually my phone, and I was like, "What the crap? My phone don't do this."
All right, so let's go back to esports, right? So
Oh, yeah,
that's all
sorry.
the theory of it, yeah? Cool. We like the idea of it, the concept. Have you guys looked at it?
I know it's going to piss a lot of people off.
Have you looked at it?
Because I was wondering when I first heard this, like, what, they're playing Fortnite in the
What
Olympics
games
now?
they're playing?
The games
Yeah.
are just absolutely atrocious.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm
So
holding back right now
They
until you
are
finish your
literally-
positive points.
They are well. All right.
I'm
okay,
very
so yeah.
neutral on the subject, to be honest.
On your point, Brad, 100%. You're looking at games like Fortnite. I would probably say stuff like Street Fighter, Super Smash Bros. Strategy games like Age of Empires, which has been a massive resurgence from a professional standpoint recently. StarCraft is always up there. League of Legends. There's a lot of really big games. CS:GO. Call of Duty will probably need to be in there at some point as well to represent that side of it. There's
That's
a lot
not
of
what-
really. Yeah, there's a lot of really big popular games
But
that
that's
could be put
not
into it.
what we're getting.
So they are.
There's a slight bit of irony that the Olympics is putting on esports event without actual esports.
Yeah. So, Brad, do you want to bring up the list?
I'll give it a go.
I can bring up the list.
Bring up the
Yeah,
list,
go
Breezy.
on, man.
So the games.
I don't want my phone to interfere with.
Of course.
Bring it
Fully
up on
enough,
your browser on you.
Yeah, the weird thing is I've got a computer right in front of me, so I'm just
What?
going to use that.
What's computer?
So the games that they have on the list are literal e-sports. So by that, let me find this list. Where's this bloody list? So here we go, right? So the first game on the list is a game called Tic-Tac-Bow. So I've done a bit of research. Tic-Tac-Bow is archery, okay, which is fine. Do you know what I mean?
Crosses.
Right?
I'm finished.
I'd watch the Olympic noughts and crosses. I'll put that
Yeah,
out there right now.
It's archery plus
Okay.
noughts and crosses on a mobile app, which you can pay to win on.
Gold medal every time. Go on. What else? What else?
My head's hurting.
So it's full of microtransactions
The
and
Olympic
like
purist is angry. Go on.
custom skins and all this good stuff. You can play it right now. You can download the app right now and play it. It's got like 4,000 downloads because it's been released just now for the Olympics, right? So that's something you can consider. Baseball, which is I don't know much about this one. E-baseball Power Pros, right? Great, fine, fantastic. Chess,
I was wondering if chess was only an Olympic sport. I don't think it was.
yeah, and I actually don't mind that one.
It was
No,
at one
think
time, I
chess is a good
believe.
choice.
Was it? Okay, so it
Yeah.
wasn't. I don't mind chess,
No.
but on that point, like you just said, how does that differ from just chess? Just have chess. Why has it got to
Yeah.
be e-chess?
Yeah, I know.
The level of skill needed to play chess is the same if it's in real life or if it's on a game.
You want to look your opponent in the eyes.
That's so stupid.
I think they were just reaching at that point.
The next one, oh, I love the next
I'm
one. So
by the way, I'm taking all this in. I'm just
Yeah, all this-
I'm taking
go
all
back
this
to
in,
it.
letting it brew, letting it brew.
Oh, it's
You're
gonna erupt. Go on, Joe.
You're gonna like this next one. This next one's brilliant. So the next one is cycling, and that's through a game called Zwift.
Do they actually
So,
use a bike? Like a,
They use an
exercise bike?
actual bike, and it's a
So it's a spin
stable.
class.
It's a spin class. It's a spin class app. So just like chess, how does that differ from riding a bike?
How are they playing this spin class?
It's just a bike. It's just a bike machine, like a cycling machine. That's all it is
So you're actually on a
that-
bike machine, but in a virtual
in
environment.
a game. Yeah. So instead of the world moving, the screen does.
So it's not on controller. It's
No, it's on, it's on an actual bike.
I believe one of the games is a mobile. I think there's a couple of mobile games.
There is a couple of mobile games. Yeah. So keep that in your pocket. Next one is dance, which is fine. Do you know what? I really like the gymnastics and stuff in the Olympics. That's great. It's through Just Dance though, which notoriously has not
Okay.
great tracking.
Is it like one of those dance machines you'll find at an arcade or an airport?
Nope.
Like, left, right,
Nope.
up, down.
And I would argue that like what's it called? RD, what's it called? RDR or whatever it's called, with the dance
No.
pads
Oh yeah.
on the machine.
you mean
that would
like
be
at the
better.
arcade?
Dance Revolution? That's what it's called, isn't it?
At the arcade.
Yeah. That I think that would be more entertaining to watch than Just Dance, where the tracking.
Oh,
isn't
I'd love to see
great.
professional athletes on those things. That'd be awesome.
Exactly right. Exactly. I don't. Who decided? I know. Let's use Just Dance, which is going to track 80% of the movement that they do.
It's probably to be more inclusive because it's more of a commercial product with with Joe Public rather than actually.
More of a commercial product like Zwift and Tic Tac Bow.
Everyone's gonna hate me. I just okay. How many more games we got, Deuce? I just want to say something.
Oh, there's yeah. We're halfway through. We're halfway through. So hold your
Halfway?
thoughts.
Halfway. What?
Right, next one.
Let's speed it up. Let's speed
It'll
it
be
up.
another 30 minutes.
Oh,
We're only 10
I'm-
minutes in. We're only 10 minutes in the podcast.
I'm gonna
Right.
get comfy. Hang on.
I'm gonna. Thank God I bought the 2 new bottles
Right.
of booze.
Next one then is Motorsports. I like the idea of that. And the game they're playing is Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo.
So that's like,
Okay.
And
On
it,
PlayStation 1,
is this in a virtual? Not in a virtual. Stop saying virtual. Is this in a physical
actually have
gaming
steering wheel
car,
car, but
like at the arcade?
they haven't
So,
said.
so this is on controller,
PS1.
It could be. We don't know which Gran Turismo. We don't know what version.
right?
But what again, to kind of parallel the other point, Gran Turismo is that weird in between, isn't it? Because it's not a simulation. It's not like fully arcade like Burnout, but there's more simulated racing games. So what are they aiming for? Because I would rather see, I would rather have a really fun, super entertaining. I would rather see a Mario Kart Olympics than I would Gran Turismo. What are they aiming for here? Because if they're aiming to emulate and simulate racing, then have a more simulation orientated game. There's more out there. Gran Turismo's great, don't get me wrong, but it's not a simulation game.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm with you, but keep going because
Yeah.
I'm intrigued and I'm already making comments and stuff.
Next one is sailing. So that's Virtual Regatta is the game, and again, it's a mobile app full of microtransactions, pay to win. Hold that thought. Taekwondo. This one's quite interesting.
What?
Taekwondo, the game itself, is called Virtual Taekwondo, which you will really, really struggle to find anything about online. And it's kind of like, do you guys remember the Kinect? For the Xbox.
Connect 4? That should be in the Olympics.
I agree with that.
You mean the
Kinect.
you mean the camera that basically maps all
the
your
camera,
movement?
which
Oh, yeah,
kind of
yeah,
saw you.
yeah.
It was actually quite accurate. It saw your limbs moving. So this one, you have an actual Taekwondo professional stood in front of the camera, and they will fight another Taekwondo professional by moving their arms and legs and all that good stuff. Okay,
How's that? Okay.
I'm right there
Okay,
with you, Breezy.
how's that?
Right
How's
there
that
with
differ from chess? Yeah, I know.
I'm holding my
last but
thoughts.
Last but not least is Tennis Clash, which again is another mobile app. So those are the esports about to be introduced.
What was
to
that
the
last one,
Olympics.
sorry?
Tennis Clash.
Not Mario Tennis. Disappointed.
Mate, that'd be great. That'd be great. A little bit
You know,
Mario
I-
Tennis.
Juice, just put the
I
put the
saw a
link
comment-
to the list in Discord for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, let
I read
me bring it back up because I've got so many things I want to actually.
I'm saying my shit first for you because you're going to go on for ages. Screw you.
Hey, I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy for you to do that.
Go on, Breezy. What you saying?
So, well, first thing, I remember seeing a comment as soon as I read up on this. It was like someone said, First of all, Mario and Sonic were right there, you cowards.
Yes, they were. Yeah, that's a good shout. That's a cracking shout.
But apparently they considered that. They were worried that would become more popular than the actual, physical Olympic game, which it would.
It would be, yeah.
I just know, I read this, I'm like, right, as soon as I saw esports Olympics, this is going to piss people off. One, the traditionalists who are... I think there's some people out there said, no, this should... I think there are regular sports that people seem to go, this should not be in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So esports is probably like Satan to those people. It's probably like the devil incarnate to those guys. Also, I was thinking, what games are going to play? Fortnite?
Yeah, proper.
All that stuff. Well, people are going to hate that
esports,
as well. The older folk, the people who don't know what that stuff is, are going to hate it, and they're going to think it's this new generation just fucking things up, and it's like it's not a real sport. It's not. People are going to say it's not real.
It isn't. It isn't a real sport. I would agree with that. It isn't.
But now, finding out what the games are, it's nothing mainstream. It's not Fortnite. It's not Call of Duty. It's not what you would expect. Who are these? No one cares about these games. That's not going to bring your mainstream audience in. Nobody is going to like this.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Next, you're going to tell me the spin class is sponsored by Peloton.
I hope so. What's Peloton? It's gonna either they're gonna drastically revise what this is, have to, or it's gonna be gone by the next Olympics.
They won't. They're not.
No,
They might revise it for next year. I would like to think they would revise
every
it
4 years.
This year.
When is the Olympics?
It's every 4 years, right?
You know
so
I mean. Sorry,
when's the next one? I know it's in Tokyo, but when is it?
Next year.
This year. It is this year, isn't it?
Is it this year?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Viewers, when is
right.
What are the Olympics?
Where are they? What are they?
Where and why?
The qualifying window has just opened for.
I'm absolutely.
Let's go, boys!
I'm absolutely gobsmacked, guys. Right?
When
I originally got told this off Double D, I put WTAF on my notes.
Yeah, you are not happy about
Right? It's crap. It's absolutely the biggest load of tosh I have ever heard, right? It's shit. At the end of the day, right, apart from the spin class, which they might as well go down to my local gym and, let people audition there. But I just don't get it, right? So, anything that involves actual physical, rigorous training. So perhaps the stationary bike, let's call it that, right?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
It is what it is.
Maybe there's some argument there. There's physical activity. Now, looking at Just Dance.
You could, all right, yeah.
Okay.
Not strenuous, but you've got to be coordinated.
Well, I don't know if you ever played it full max. It can be quite, it can be intense. But
I've danced. I don't need to just dance.
Dude, just if it's virtual, I have a boxing game on my VR headset. 2 minutes on that thing, I'm nearly dead.
Yeah, I'm same on my Oculus. Right, but the thing is, keep this separate. This, honestly, right, if you're... I'm sorry, at the Olympics, someone's going to be there playing a mobile game. What a load of horse crap.
And he's doing really well in this game. Look at him going this way. Wait, that's a man in the audience. The stage is over here.
I'm actually holding back here. Why would you put virtual taekwondo when you're actually doing moves in front of a camera, right? You might as well be in the arena actually going for gold in taekwondo.
I don't get the difference.
What is the point? Yeah. What? Literally, it blows my mind, right?
When the metaverse has something to do with this.
This has got to be a money-making scheme for the Olympics, because there is no justifiable reason for it.
Unless it's sponsored to hell.
Well, it will be. It will be. It's like I say, they'll get Peloton in.
We know the Olympics is corrupt, just as bad as FIFA.
It's just a terrible idea, and I'm with Breezy. I think he'll be dropped. Next one's gone.
I don't want
It
it to
don't.
drop. I wanna see,
No,
I wanna
no.
see what
It
else they
does
can do with
not
it.
deserve to be in the Olympics. Simple as that. Why can't we? Right. The Olympics have sort of tried to evolve with the times. Let's give them credit. But
Failed fucking miserably.
But at the end of the day, that's not why we watch the Olympics.
I don't watch the Olympics anyway.
Well, that's not on your point. That's my point. Like the people that are going to be interested in esports are not going to be interested.
No, they're
in
not going to
these
watch the
games.
Olympics.
Well, go and
They're
go and
not
watch
gonna watch the
esports.
game.
Go and watch esports. Watch them on
Exactly.
Twitch.
The
You know,
people
we've
that
got a
are
platform
interested in
for 'em.
Olympics are not going to be interested in these esports either because they're not Olympics. So who is this for?
I don't know.
Who's the audience? Who do they want to watch this? Because of how much tat that's there.
Well, I'm waiting for the esport. I'm waiting for the Olympic hot tub competition.
It's absolute bollocks. It's a load of crap.
What would that even be?
It's a waste
I
of
don't know,
time
the Winter
and
Olympics.
money, and they might surprise us with a couple of events, but for me, it's a rounding. It's a boo. Boo. I know it does.
It's all
Doesn't
like
it?
cheering to me, but okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Clearly, you're wrong.
Let's just shoot it down.
Let's call it out. Right? Which esport are you gonna watch? We have to watch one of them. We have to choose one between us. Each of us needs to choose one single esport that we'll watch.
I'd say chess, but I won't be able to follow it enough.
I don't think I could watch any.
You have to. We need to commit.
Can I get the taekwondo?
All right, Breezy on taekwondo.
I win.
I watched.
Also, we found out
I
when
watched the
Olympics are
Peloton
yet.
spin class.
You're on spin class. I'm on Gran Turismo. Then.
You son of a bitch.
That's the only one I would be remotely interested in because I've played it. I'm pretty good at it. So.
I just think it's a terrible idea. Absolutely.
Would you? All right.
Terrible,
point,
terrible
yeah, it's-
idea.
This conception of it is horrific, right? We know it's horrific. But if it was to include actual esports, would that be more palatable?
No. The Olympics is a test of physical prowess, let's say, for all people.
But if the Olympics, remember they're not.
We have the
They're separate.
paras to separate, you know, the original incarnation of the Olympics and be inclusive, right?
Yeah.
So why do you have to have esports and the regular Olympics together? Have them separate.
Don't, and I think this is why I think it's quite an interesting debate because these are being kept completely separate. So it's going to be the Olympics, the Paralympics, and I don't know what they call it, esports Olympics, whatever they want to call it.
Oh, they can do what the hell they want then, as long as
So that
I'll just watch the
now. You
Olympics.
can do that.
Yeah, I'll just watch the Olympics. Simple
What a
as that.
pointless conversation this was. Right, move on.
Well,
That's the
no,
next
no.
one.
I actually thought they were going to bring this into the regular Olympics.
Well, it is. It's run by the Olympics. It's
No.
managed by the Olympics.
You're missing my point. So you say the Olympics to me, I think of traditional long jump, triple jump.
I
You
just
know,
think of 5 circles.
basically the field and track, right? If you say Paralympics,
Oh, if it's the
I
California
think of the
Games.
field and track for
Also,
the
California Games
Paralympians.
should be in the E-Games.
Why are you so angry? What is California Games? What is happening right
Get
now?
out. Get out of my sight.
Probably skateboarding and
The Olympics are next
surfing.
year.
Yeah, they are.
What?
They're
Why are we talking about this now? Oh, whatever.
Because they've just announced it. They've just announced it.
It's
So, all right, then. So, bring it back to my question then. So,
California Games was a SNES
it's
game.
gonna be- oh, I see. It's like track and field.
If they're keeping it
On
separate,
that
I've got no problems.
So, all right, just let me get through this.
Never.
So it is going to be a separate entity alongside the normal Olympics and the Paralympics.
Good.
Let's take away the fact that by that point it can be easily dismissed. To get somebody like yourself on board, what would they need to demonstrate for an Olympic? Don't look at it as the Olympics. It's Olympic level. So Olympic level is perceived as the greatest at something in the world, be it
Right. So you
physical as
straight away.
Olympic or...
straight away with esports, you're missing the biggest probable sport in the world. you're missing football. Simple as that. Stick FIFA in. Best FIFA players from around the world. Get me
They
interested.
have the World Cup.
No, they don't.
But
They don't.
But the FIFA games on the Zumba game, not Zumba, Zwifty, and same on the Taekwondo stuff. The FIFA game doesn't emulate the skills of playing football, does it?
It does.
That bike game does.
Oh,
The Taekwondo game does.
yeah.
But you're playing on a pad. It's not the same level of skill.
But
it's
these-
a different skill set.
Yeah, but these are esports. Don't matter. You still got to know how to do all the tricks and everything.
Yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is, what I would want to see from Olympics wouldn't be something that just emulates a real life activity, because you could just do the real life activity. If you're gonna do that, just fucking do it.
I'd
Don't
love
do it
to.
in
I'd love to
in an
see.
emulated
I,
environment.
it's esports though. It is. That's the whole point. It's virtual
Well,
environments. I mean, whether you have someone dancing away, you have doing it similar, like you were saying with the Xbox camera, whether you're doing it like that, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the best of the best. Bring in Call of Duty. I'd love to see that. The best players in the world going for an esports Olympic gold medal. You know what? That is a skill. When you're there sweating it away on keyboard and mouse, I would love to see that. Same with FIFA. You know, I'd throw in cricket or golf, because sometimes them games take a lot of skill, and I would look forward to it. I would watch that separately. But it sounds to me like you're just throwing in a lot. Brad's on his phone again.
We've never had this before.
Honestly,
Why is this an issue now?
we
This is
are
so
getting
weird.
so much interference, Breezy. Keep using Chrome. Use Chrome. When you think of phone, go Chrome.
I have to message somebody.
Other browsers are available.
Take
Yes.
care of something.
No, that's cool, man. I don't know why it's interfering though. It's never done it before. But yeah, keep it separate.
Who are you, NSA?
Throw in a few of the, FIFA or Call of Duty. I'm not going to be interested in Fortnite particularly. I might have a look at it, but
I mean, you might not be interested, but you can't deny there's the same level of skill required for Fortnite, and it's a different skill set. Don't
yeah.
It's the same level of skill. Like, I was playing Fortnite the other night with my boy, and my God, I'm pretty good at games, but some of these guys,
Oh yeah, massive.
I tried. I just hide in a bush. I don't like Fortnite. I hide it because I'm shit at games. I just hide in a bush. Got down to the final 5.
That's a tactic, man. Absolute tactic. There's nothing
I
wrong with
try and
it.
shoot somebody, and they build assemble a house in front of me. So
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's an insane level of multitasking.
Yeah.
I can shoot people all day. I can't build a house.
Well, there is that. Yeah. No, I'm completely with you. Like I say, my anger's gone now. Keeping it separate, I'm happy. As
guys,
long
I've
as you're
got
not
something-
involved in the
if we're done
traditional
with
games.
if we're done with the esports talk, I have something to say. I learned this a couple of hours ago.
Whoa. We have got this. I'm going to dedicate this section to Breezy's Corner.
It's not my corner. The National Lottery. Remember that little old thing?
Oh, yes. Still play it.
Yeah,
Still
Do
play it.
you remember Mystic Meg back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
I
She
saw
passed
something about Mystic
away.
Meg. Yeah, what's
Yeah,
going
she
on
passed
there?
away, age 90. She passed away.
What's that going
to
to do with
Unreal.
the National Lottery?
Well,
she
she
used to
predict it.
when the lottery came on back in the day when it was first. 'Cause everyone, it was like we had 4 channels. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
If you didn't have Sky or cable, it was like one of those things. A Saturday night draw. It was like an hour-long show, or half an hour or something. It was a whole thing.
It was big. It was very
Yeah.
big.
Yeah, I remember there being a
People
whole
watched it
thing.
live.
Yeah.
One of
Yeah.
the segments was Mystic Meg would always not predict the numbers, but predict.
She'd say stuff to do with the
this
winners
person
and
will be
everything, wouldn't she?
Celebrating tonight after from this area.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that.
I remember that,
Yeah.
I don't know if she was ever right.
She went on for years in the Sun and other newspapers, and yeah, she is like part of what we grew up with.
Actually, I
no,
forgot
I
she existed
remember.
until I read that she died.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Until you mentioned it then, I was like, oh, God, yeah, I forgot Mr. Meg was a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, she used to have a column in one of the papers, didn't she? I
Do you
vaguely
remember the old
remember that.
lottery advert with the giant hand?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I do.
you.
They still have the giant hand. It's
Do
got
they?
like a face and that on it now, yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, but they don't do the adverts like they used to.
I don't think they do.
No.
you ever see the Fast Show parody?
Probably.
No. What happened
Well,
then?
the Fast Show had a character called. It was like really fast skits. Was the Fast Show? Literally, why it's called the Fast Show.
No way. Is that
There
why
was a
it's famous?
recurring character called Unlucky Alf, who was an old man who bad things always happen to. This one bit, he's leaving a shop. It's like, oh, talking to the camera. Just bought a lottery ticket. Don't suppose I'll win. Looks up. Like, oh, crikey! And then the hand starts materializing. It's you. But he nudges him and knocks him through the shop window. Then the next guy comes out. Oh, sorry, it's actually you.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah,
That's
shame.
a pretty horrifying thought, isn't it? That a
Shame
hand
about Mystic Meg, innit?
materialises.
You've read The Stand, haven't you?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Spoilers for The Stand.
Great book. Great book.
What the fuck was that ending? Stephen
Yeah.
King, fix your endings.
Stephen King is just notoriously terrible at endings, to be fair. It really is.
I don't know. I quite like that. I'm with him on that. Talking of TV at the moment, have you been watching Last of Us?
I've held off. I've purposely held
I
off.
haven't watched it. I've heard it's very good, apparently. But
Yeah.
It is. It is. I'm not going to
Play the
deny it.
game.
oh, here comes a butt.
I
Right.
like big butts, mate. I cannot lie.
I'm honestly, they're gonna call me Victor Meldrew soon on this thing. But no, I've got to say, and I don't know whether it's a thing that they think works and people go along with and like and stuff. But I'm sick of the pointless backstories. So
Oh yeah, you mentioned this. Yeah, go on.
so right, I like a series to have a continuous story. I really do.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
to keep ticking along. But
Keep you going, keep you interested.
yeah. But with The Last of Us and Walking Dead before it and Fear the Walking Dead, I nearly stopped watching Fear the Walking Dead because it was just it just got to a point where I was like, well, what? I'm not following what's happening because you're going back forth, right? Just do things in a logical timeline order. If you want to show a backstory, show it at the beginning of the series. Don't keep going back. It's just I get it that people might like it, but you've got to cater for everyone. And the way they did it, in particular in Fear the Walking Dead, it got very confusing what was actually happening now to what was happening then. And best way you can look at it is, I don't know if you remember Buffy and Angel.
Yeah, I love those
but
shows.
yeah.
Now you're in Brad's wheelhouse.
Right.
You've got his
So-
attention now, mate.
Brad will probably agree with this, Breezy. So, with Buffy and Angel, when they had a backstory on Angel, they used to do, like, say, a 3-4 minute, intermission in the story, just to give you the reason why he's doing something, right? But lately, they've expanded that to a whole episode. And if I knew what
Yeah,
episode
it
were
disrupts
coming,
the
I'd
flow of the
actually skip
overall-
it. Yeah, it reduces the flow.
Yeah.
You can take a couple of minutes out to understand the backstory, but to actually have a full episode and you're waiting essentially 2 weeks, say, on a cliffhanger, it's just getting beyond a joke. I'm just not a fan of it, and I don't know why directors, producers, whoever have just sort of started doing this more and more. And it's not just one series; it's multiple series. So, what do you think?
I can't think of any example of series I've watched. So I have not watched a lot of series recently. Go on.
This is why I didn't actually like this show at first, because it's not. I didn't expect this.
Okay.
This is quite an older show now, to be fair. Lost.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Lost did it loads. Yeah.
That was kind of the whole thing. It's like I thought, oh cool, these guys get like crash land on an island. It's mysterious. All this shit's going on. Then they have all these flashbacks to their life before the island. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
I like that though.
I was so much more. I get it.
I
It's
stopped
interesting,
watching
but
it.
I was so much more interested.
Do you
in
know
was
what?
going on the island than their
think-
lives before
Yeah,
they came
I'm
to the island.
completely with you, Breezy.
To add
Completely
context,
with you.
I think I'm on your I think I'm on your side, except when it came to like the super mysterious characters. Was it Mr. Echo? Remember Mr. Echo?
Yeah.
He was awesome.
I remember
Yeah.
Mr. Go, yeah.
So like,
Oh, he was
see,
so good.
seeing a
Alright,
flash,
That worked.
seeing a
Okay.
flashback of him, and I was like, whoa. I'm
But
getting context on this big question mark.
Yeah, but would you rather have 2-3 minutes than a full episode? And
I mean, it depends.
and with
I don't-
Lost,
The thing is, like, I found a lot of the characters in Lost were actually very generic.
Yeah, they were. A lot of
Yeah.
them were
Great characters, but some like the Doctor, Jack, like he was generic.
terrible. Locke was good, the guy in the wheelchair.
was
Who
great.
Oh,
was
yeah.
My story was good. 'cause of the
Legend.
wheelchair and shit.
The bad guy was good, but again, a little generic.
Echo was great. Such a shame that he voluntarily left the show, though. Unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, because I think like he didn't want to live in Hawaii, and his parents had passed away, so he has to be. Apparently,
I respect that.
they had a lot more planned for him, and he
I
was like a
respect that.
massive fan favorite.
yeah,
Understandably, he was awesome.
absolutely.
It's like, but he's like he has to be in that show.
Yeah, funnily enough, the worst part of Lost was like half of the cast.
And Saeed was fucking great.
Saeed was great, yeah.
Say,
What was
oh,
the
I didn't know
Japanese
he
guy
was
called?
English. He's an English. I had no
The
idea.
Japanese guy was cool with his missus.
Korean.
No, sure, I don't know.
Jin and Son. Yeah.
Oh yeah, son.
They were
Yeah,
cool.
Jin and son.
And
Yeah.
the Scottish dude, Desmond, he was cool. The guy in the hatch.
Oh, yeah, he was
I
great.
I think Lost were absolutely brilliant. I did
It
at
was
one
good.
point stop watching it though
I
because
think they lost the
there were
plot a
too
bit.
many flashbacks, and then
Then
I
they started
came
doing
in on the
flash
last
sideways,
season.
flash
Forwards,
off the
flash
island, yeah,
sideways,
back to the island. It's like-
Is it New Island? Is it New People?
Yeah,
it
there's
got-
too much
then
going
it
on.
got-
Too much going on.
Some of the when they explain some of the mysteries, it's like that doesn't add up to what. Okay, they didn't know where this was going from the start, or I think they did, and I think what actually happened was because there's always fan theories.
Right.
I think I think a fan like they put a theory out there and they figured it out, and the producers
When
went,
they changed it.
I genuinely think that might be what happened.
I don't like even if that happened to me and I was like the producer or
Yeah.
the lead on it.
Keep
I'd be
doing
like,
it.
Carry on, mate. It's still a good story. You might know it, but majority of people don't.
The one
Like,
thing
the
I will
real-
give
the
Lost
the
is
identity of the monster, just like the smoke monster. That was so
Yeah.
disappointing.
well.
That really made me mad.
With Lost though, what I will give it, it started where Sky
Lost
would
for
show the
Ah.
episode at the same time as US.
Mm.
So-
Was that one of those first series?
It
they did
was the
yeah?
first one that did it. I got
Yeah,
up for
like
it.
at what 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah, 2 a.m. Yeah, I got up for it because I
How
wanted
long
to
ago
see
was
how
that now?
it.
20 years ago?
Probably,
I
yeah.
think it started in 2004. I want to say
That's 20 years, man.
it ran for.
Let's have a look.
That's 20.
What?
Sorry, Brad. That's 20 years.
2010, it last aired.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah,
hang
but
on.
when did it first air though? It went for quite a while.
Yeah, that was when it last aired, and it was 6 seasons solo, 2004. Because it was
Yeah,
every
20
year.
years, mate. 20 years. Wow. I remember it.
Jeez.
I remember it being put out, and it looked amazing. I couldn't watch it though because it was on Sky, and I didn't have Sky at the time. I barely had internet at the time.
It
I
was
just didn't-
amazing
I
show.
remember I bought the DVDs. I started watching it in season 3. I saw like an offer for season 1 and 2 on DVD.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, I'll take that. I'll binge watch the first two seasons. And I started watching season 3. But then the writer's strike happened, I think. So
I gotta say, just to
Yeah.
jump in, from a guy that's wearing shades at 7:30 at night and a fucking cowboy hat, Brad, you're like such a bloody hipster.
He does, doesn't he?
these aren't even real sunglasses; they're 3D glasses.
I know the 3D glasses.
Oh
look at
wow, that is the new law.
Put
But
the shades back on.
Have
bro.
you?
I
Have,
always look like a hipster. I look like a hipster before. Well, it's never been cool, let's be honest.
I think we're too old to be hipsters. To be honest.
No, I think we're about the perfect age to be hipsters. I think the hipsters are the older guys trying to look cool.
Oh, yeah, I thought hipsters were like 24-year-old trying to be cool, but actually aren't that cool.
Mate, I don't even know anymore.
We're too old to be hipsters. We don't know what a hipster is. We're too old, mate.
So called me hipster once. I almost spilt my craft beer.
I almost smashed them over the face with my hip flask. Oh.
Hipsters don't use hip flasks.
Yeah, they do. That's why they're called hipsters. They have two. Dual hipping it. That's what they call it.
I don't like these sunglasses.
Getting hip.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Right, what's next? What's the next topic, yo?
What's next? What, producer? What
You
we
got loads
talking
lined
about?
up. Come on, producer, get your shit together.
Hey, I'm not with it this week.
Time is money,
You
but
know,
we're not making it on either.
I'm
Do you want me to bring
absolutely
up the
bunged
script?
up
I
and
can do it,
everything.
go.
No, you're all right. But
I've got on my phone, but it will cause massive interference.
did
Yeah, it will.
so Sons of the Forest we've restarted anyway.
Yeah.
Kelvin's alive. He's alive.
Kelvin's an absolute.
He's
absolute
alive.
Gordon's alive! Sorry. Habit.
Kelvin's a gem.
Yeah, Kelvin's great. I just really need to update my PC. Can I justify updating my PC for just Sons of the Forest, though? That's my question.
Well, it's not for just Sons of the Forest.
It's
There'll
for
be
other
other
things
games
as
that
well,
come
to be
out,
fair.
yeah. And I think it'll be money well spent. I gave you a couple of suggestions last night.
I know you did.
That second one's a solid choice, I think.
Is it?
Second one's a solid choice.
Sold.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the cheaper one too.
the slightly cheaper one.
Yeah, but you get more RAM. The first one had 8 gig of RAM. There's no way you can get by an 8 gig of RAM.
No, you get 16 on the first one, I think.
Pretty sure it was 8. That might have been the graphics card though. I didn't look at it. It was a 3060 Ti on the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, which is what I've got, so I know it runs it.
Yeah.
Welcome
to be fair, you'd be fine with 3060.
PC time with On The View.
PC gaming master race.
Yeah, it is.
Is it 16 gig? Yeah.
Yeah, it is 16 gig.
Yeah. So you're paying an extra 150 quid for a Ti, which you probably don't need. It'd be nice to have, but you probably don't need. I don't know the difference between the two though. I'd have to look, but it depends how much you want to spend, Breezy.
Ideally, nothing. So if I could just like acquire it,
Deal somebody. I mean, JC, send us your address.
You get a better.
Just...
No, it's a better PSU and better processors as well.
There's more to it then.
Yeah.
But yeah, send us your address, mate. We'll balaclava up and we'll just Breezy will just rob yours. That's how we roll. Anyway, Sons of the
I know
Forest.
a guy in
Yes.
Manchester who's got a good one, and I know the code to get to his apartment,
Yeah, this is true. He's got a cracking computer, right?
and he never locks his door.
Can I have his controller? Because that is shit hard.
Yeah, you can have that. Yeah.
Sons of the Forest. Yes, Brad, you had some difficulties last time.
But when it worked fine.
Yeah.
It wasn't great for me, to be fair, either.
It's very similar to the first game, but I'm not enjoying it quite as much.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same. I'm not enjoying it as much. Last night was a little. I don't know. I just didn't. It wasn't really
It didn't
catching me.
click. It wasn't quite
Yeah.
there.
And I don't know why.
We've not really got into the story yet or anything, but it's never.
But I
too
think
much
it weren't
about that,
clicking last night was because we were just all doing our own thing. We need to get back to actually, going spelunking and everything together.
Chopping down trees.
Yeah.
We can let Kelvin do that.
'cause-
Actually, we could leave Kelvin chopping trees and we'll go spelunk.
No, but if we'd had actually all done the building last night, probably would have been done in 15 minutes.
No. Mate, you don't understand.
Well, I
I'm
did
saying-
three
I'm
quarters
saying no
of it.
because I'm saying no because I tried building a wall. Oh my god. That
Was
is
it a
time
beautiful
consuming.
wall? And it did
No.
not keep the tower bolts out at
They
all.
hopped
They hopped
over it.
Right over.
It might as well have been a fucking curb.
Might as well have been a door, mate.
Yeah, an open
Exciting.
doorway.
Come on in.
Jesus
on in,
Christ.
cannibals.
The wall building on that game is so tedious. I
Yeah.
can't get my head around it. Everything else is great. I actually quite like building campfires. I like building tents. I like the manual aspect of, like the interactive activities of building stuff. I think it's great. But when you come down to building a wall and you have to get a log, you put a log and it fills that much space. And you have to chop the top of the log. And then you have to go get another log. Whereas previously, you just fucking throw 6 logs on, you're done. That's a wall slice. Yeah. Every other element is great. The combat's a little finicky, though. I gotta put that out there. We die, instantly.
Yeah, you do take hits a lot quicker on it, don't you?
Yeah. And I know we're not making armor. But again, armor's hard to make because you need sellotape.
I had some tape. I'm just gonna say.
So, I want to put more time into it. I want to see what
Yes.
the updates bring.
Absolutely. Wasn't an update due today?
Yeah. I don't know what it's done now. I can check the update log. But yeah, I'm optimistic. I'm just not excited anymore.
Okay, fair enough. No,
Yeah, it
that's
has updated. A gig. That's a big update.
You obviously don't pay COD right now.
No, you're right. I don't.
That's nothing.
Yeah, I bet, mate.
But
Seems like go on.
no, I've got to say, once next week we'll do more spelunking and everything.
Well, that's
And
right.
Yeah. Should we get a bit more focus next week, maybe, on what we're doing?
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good idea. I do want to say, I know it's not Suns related.
Keep going.
I really like the idea of that game you were playing, Brad, the Scooter Booth one. Like indie horror games.
Yeah. I've sent you a list. I'm not a list. I sent you a couple. I think that works better for On the Rocks, although for our YouTube channel on YouTube, you search On the Rocks, you'll find me and Josh at least.
Some really good content on Rocks.
Yeah.
That game, like that game absolutely fascinated me because I loved the idea. Because I don't know if you saw any of it, James. I was playing this game called Security Booth, the director's cut. It's like a game where you work, point of view, you work as a security guard and you check registrations of cars, check on your computer, and you let them in, or if the registration is on the system, you turn them away. I thought that was it. And it's a horror game, so as it goes on, more subtle, mysterious things start happening.
Okay.
But it really just went way really beyond
weird.
what I expected.
Yeah.
It just like completely just like went in ways that I just didn't even begin to suspect it would go.
Yeah.
I
It was
like,
so out there.
I was like, I really impressed by it. I absolutely loved it.
That level of bizarreness, which actually, for the context of the world it was building, felt completely normal.
Yeah, exactly. It was done so well. The way they gradually feed you information, it
felt natural to the world.
Yeah.
It was, and that's the sort of implementation, because of how outfield it was. You wouldn't see that in a AAA game.
No, absolutely. You won't see that in a mainstream game, I don't think.
Not at all. Which was why it was so interesting to be part of you playing that game, mate. Yeah, thank you for inviting me along. But yeah, I think any more of those indie horror games we can get involved in, that'd be awesome. Even if they are a portion of how experimental that was, I'm happy with that. And judging by the light touch we've had a look, because I've sent a couple to you as well, haven't I, Breezy? I think there's a lot out there. So yeah, respecting credit where credit's due. The indie horror scene is very interesting at the moment. As a found out, Freddy, that's a good example. It's weird, like you wouldn't see that in AAA, but it's popular and good.
I'm looking forward to quite a few games this week, but this year. But I've got to jump into something, and I do apologise for cutting you off, lads. It's that time again.
Geez.
It's time for Munch or Punch.
Let's go. Let's go.
And as everyone knows, this is the game show where we get to know our fellow podcasters, what their likes and dislikes are, and would you munch or punch? And this week, Double D, you're on the spot.
So
I've quickly gone with something because
what did you give me last time?
I didn't have much time to prepare. Last time we were on just famous people like actors and stuff.
No, mine last time.
It was like weird foods and shit.
Weird foods were Breezy, yeah.
Oh yeah, for you, yeah.
But this time, I've decided to score something a little different, something out of your depth.
You know, I like that. You know, I like to be a bit weird with it.
So this week is famous sports people.
Oh my god! Right, okay.
Get Google already.
I know, right?
Even though, right, I can obviously tell you where these people were, but even if you don't know them, just let me know. I'll fill in the blank.
Man.
But
we got some controversial ones in there.
As
a couple of Mike Tysons.
Well, I've actually left him out. There are a couple of take it or leave it, like Marmite, that you might like, you might not. So, number one, former Olympian 100-meter world record holder Carl Lewis.
I don't know who that is. No, nothing about sports.
I've just
Go on,
told
what's
you.
the beef for Carl Lewis? Is that it? There's nothing.
Carl Lewis held the record for about 10 years. He was just before Linford Christie back in the 90s. Probably why you don't know him.
What's his
But-
favourite colour?
Don't know.
Come on, if I'm going to be munching him, I need to know if our interests are going to align.
Well,
When
he was
around?
a
When was he
beefy
around?
guy.
Like the late 80s?
Late 80s, early 90s. Beefy guy.
I'm punching him,
Very
mate. We're
quick.
not going to get on. We're not going to get on.
Ah,
You
fair
know
enough.
the man. Punch him.
Yeah, punch him, mate. Let's get him out.
I'm
of here.
frightened of how
Next,
many you'll
let's go.
actually know here. Number 2 is following on from Carl Lewis is Linford Christie. Would you munch or punch?
See, I know of Linford Christie. I know of him.
Yeah.
I know what he did. I can't put. I can actually put a face to the name. It depends. So I would munch him if he's going to take me out for a nice Italian.
Okay.
Yeah, but if he's going to
Jamaican
like
born, so
Jamaican food's fine. I'm fine with Jamaican food. Yeah, fine with that.
stay away
Just
from
as
the
long as
white
it-
rum, my friend.
Just as long as he's not like taking me to like fucking Nando's or something. Do you know what I mean? Like put some effort in.
Fair
I'll
dues.
munch him.
Fair dues.
Or let
Number
that lady
3.
munch me.
A personal favourite of mine, Sally Gunnell.
I don't know who that is.
Google it. Just Google it. We'll do this
it called?
off pure appearance. Just Google it. Sally
What's it
Gunnell.
called?
Sally.
Sally Gunnell.
Yeah. If you Google Sally Gunnell,
I'm
it's
so
gonna
uncultured when it comes to sports, mate.
Same, I don't know who any of these people are.
Oh, former track and field.
Yeah, 400 metres Olympic
she's got a
hurdler.
really nice smile, hasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Let me try and find the controversy.
There isn't much with her, to be
She's
honest.
married to another athlete. Respect.
Okay.
She's got kids called Finley, cool name. Luca, cool name. Marley, cool name. I am munching her. Let's go.
He's munching Sally Gunnell.
I'm munching her at the same time her husband is. Let's go.
James, you're gonna jump in with 2.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Off piste.
Brad's
Let's
got
go.
2. Right, yeah. Knock yourself out.
First one, what we're on 4?
3.
Oh, fuck. Tony Hawk.
Oh, he's such a nice guy, man. How could anyone punch Tony Hawk? He's such a
Said
cool
sports
guy.
people, not Olympians, right?
It
Yeah,
can,
yeah, yeah,
it can be
sports
any
people.
sports people, yeah.
Yeah, mate, I'm munching Tony Hawk twice.
Oh.
Hulk Hogan.
Punch. Fuck me, what's wrong with you? Would anyone munch Hulk Hogan? The man's a goddamn animal, and not in a good way. He's like a warthog.
You haven't
That's
seen
the
his
one
sex
to be,
tape.
brother.
He's like a drunk, sexist, misogynistic warthog.
That's a very apt description.
Come at me, Hulk.
Oh, God. Right, so,
I didn't realize I was so impassioned about Hulk Hogan.
No.
Like, I don't know where that came from.
number 6. I'm going to say Jonathan Edwards. Former British triple jump gold medalist.
My first thought is Punch because he's got like the most normal name known to man.
Okay.
But let's not judge. Oh, he's not an American revivalist preacher, philosopher, and congratulist theologian. No,
No.
no, he's the triple jumper. He's not the guy from the 1800s.
Yeah.
All right, let me try and find some dirt on him. Let's have a look.
You gotta love the dirt.
You know, this is meant to be quick fire.
Yeah, I know, but you put sports dudes on me. I don't know anything about sports. All right, religious beliefs. Let's go. He's a devout Christian, which tells me that he's probably a good person. There isn't anything here about him like forcing his religion on people. So yeah, I'd have a glass of wine with Jonathan Edwards.
Not controversial whatsoever.
Can I jump in again?
Go on.
Lennox Lewis.
Oh, good choice.
You see, I'm difficult on this because if I'm physically punching, I want to punch Lennox Lewis.
You don't want to be in on his punch.
So I don't know if I want to see the dirt on this guy either.
Oh, probably not. No.
Yeah,
No.
I think he's a good man who did nothing wrong.
Life outside of boxing. Here we go. Oh, he's got great hair nowadays. I might want to munch him. That's great hair.
I don't see any controversies on his Wikipedia.
No, I know. I'm a little upset at that.
It's
Well,
quite.
the controversy
quite
was
good
on
guy.
the other side, wasn't it? From the people
Yeah.
that fought him. So yeah, I'll
No.
munch him.
Number
I
8.
find that like big guys tend to be either horrible people or really nice, quiet giants. So I'll munch him.
Fair dues. Number 8. Usain Bolt.
Oh, fastest man alive.
He's a cool guy, man. I've seen him in interviews. He's such a nice dude. You gotta munch him. Also, punching him, I'd probably break him in half, and I'm not a big dude. Munch.
Number 9. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Footballer.
Yeah, he's a bit. I don't know. He come.
Overpaid, but I think he seems like a decent guy.
I don't. Yeah.
He dropped the stock of Coca-Cola a lot by just holding up a bottle of water, as I recall.
Yeah, I'm thinking of his escapades. He's done some nice things. My first thought was he's quite arrogant, but I don't think he is. I'm munching him.
Fair dues.
I'm munching him.
Number 10. Lionel Messi.
Who?
Lionel Messi. He is the arrogant one, right?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
You got it wrong way around.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I retract my previous statement, and I'm
Punch Ronaldo.
munching Messi. Yeah, I'm munching Messi.
Right, let's so. Tiger Woods, number 11.
Right, so he was lynched for cheating on his wife, weren't he?
Yep.
That was the only reason he was lynched.
Yeah.
I'm munching
Player.
him.
Can I jump in?
Go on.
I'm munching. I like Woods.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan's an alright guy, isn't he?
Oh, he's
He's an alright guy.
He's in Space Jam, so he's good in my book.
He was in Space Jam 2 as well, wasn't he? Or was that LeBron? That might have been LeBron.
LeBron.
I'll take Michael Jordan though. He seems. Yeah, anybody that does Space Jam.
You munch him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of the casting of it. I think there was a couple of dodgy dudes in Space Jam. But yeah, I'm munching Michael Jordan. What number are we up to now? Like 10?
13.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
The Rock.
Yes.
The athlete.
Just The
You mean
Rock
the
in
athlete?
general. Dwayne Johnson.
No, we're talking about sports stars. I watched. Sorry, I know this is taking way longer. We're on a time sensitive, so I'll be quick. I watched the Hulk Hogan versus The Rock fight. I watched the highlights of that on the back of a certain YouTube channel that put it up. And it really made me appreciate The Rock as an athlete. I forgot how good he is, man. He was amazing as an athlete.
Yeah, he was.
So I'm munching him on
Dude,
there. He was amazing.
That's
the greatest crowd reaction I've ever seen in a match.
yeah.
I can see it. I can see it.
I want to go
Yeah.
back and
Hogan
watch
was
it
supposed
now.
to be the bad guy in that match, but the crowd was so happy he was back to the nostalgia. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
But yeah, The Rock's an amazing athlete.
Number,
Okay, Rock,
number 14. R.I.P. Ultimate Warrior.
Wow, that's a callback. I know the Ultimate Warrior. I don't know if there was any controversy. Give me a sec.
Yes, there was. Yes, there was.
He's a scary guy, man. He's a scary guy. Feuds, semi-retirement, death rumors.
Yeah, I'll explain that another time.
What was the controversy?
Just.
So basically, one pay-per-view, he refused to go through the curtain unless Vince gave him like an extra $500,000 or whatever it were.
Oh, what a dick punch!
Hey.
Also, he doesn't like the gays.
Oh, extra punch. He gets double punched. He gets nut punched. I will dick punch him. Come on.
Good on you. So number 15. Vavavoom. Thierry Henry.
Why did you make that so unnecessarily sexy? Is he a sexy guy? I mean, yeah, he's a pretty.
Yeah.
He was in loads of adverts, wasn't he? I remember him being in loads, like. He seemed like a nice guy. I'm Thierry Henry. He's not been in the game for a long time, has he?
Number 16. I personally hate him because he married a woman I fancied when I was a kid.
Bastard.
Jamie Redknapp.
I've no beef with Redknapp. I'm Munch Redknapp.
No, he's a nice guy.
Even though you might hate him, he seems like a nice guy.
Can I jump in again?
Yeah, go on.
Muhammad Ali.
What, like a butterfly bung like a steak? What? hung like a stick.
We are talking Munch.
To be fair, like Ali stood for a lot.
Mm.
He stood for a lot politically in
Yeah.
a
Amazing
sport
guy.
which didn't have that much political standing, especially at the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just because of that, and he got drafted into the war and stuff like that because of it, didn't he?
He refused to
which-
go.
No, he
as well.
refused to
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Munch, you've got to respect anybody that stands for the morals like that.
Yeah. Number 18, Freddie Flintoff.
Preston boy. I
I
saw him
don't
in
know.
Beluga once.
I don't know, there's something about him, and it's him. Whenever I see, do you know that show he does with Paddy McGuinness and the other one,
Is that sports panel show?
League of Their Own.
League of Their Own?
Is that
Yeah,
still going?
yeah.
Yeah, it's still going.
He comes across as a bit of a
Sorry.
dick.
Oh,
Like there's a thin veneer of I'm on telly, so I'm gonna try and be a bit cheeky. But you peel away that veneer, and he's a bit of a prick. I know he's from Preston, and most Preston folk are from
Fair
pricks anyway.
So last two now, very quickly. LeBron James, number 19,
Yeah, no beef for LeBron.
and Munch. And number 20, Roger Federer, legend.
Yeah, man. Let's get some tennis.
Well, you know more than me.
Yeah, Roger Federer's cool. Do you know what? I think a lot of the tennis players are pretty cool actually. They tend not to be as like up there on asses as a lot of the other sports. So, yeah, Roger
It's
Federer's.
still a pretentious sport, though, don't you think? Wimbledon
Fair
every
dues.
year.
I think only by the viewers.
All the royal family goes.
Only by the viewers. I think a lot of the players are all
Pretentious
right.
viewers, yeah.
And that concludes this week's Munch Absolutely brilliant. And that leads us into Brad, your
Chill now.
movie of the week. So, Breezy, what is your movie of the week?
Well, I sent you guys a hint on WhatsApp earlier. I don't know if you got it.
Was it?
I did.
Is it Waterworld?
Good choice, but no.
Waterworld.
I was looking at The Perfect Storm.
Well, I was going to send you a gif of a submarine, but I thought that would be too obvious.
Hunt for Red October.
No, but it is a submarine movie.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Ooh.
So what we're looking at tonight, we are going back to 1995, and we are looking at Crimson Tide.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
No, I've not
Okay.
seen it.
So I'm intrigued now.
Okay, so Crimson Tide is a 1995 submarine movie, starring Denzel Washington and Gene
I'll
Hackman.
take you seriously with them glasses, mate.
Classic.
Come on. So basically, Gene Hackman plays the captain of the
Yep.
a nuclear submarine, and he is the veteran, the experienced captain who's seen shit.
Yep.
And Denzel Washington is the second in command. This is his first time as a nuclear sub in this situation.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And essentially, what happens is also you've learned very quickly they have very different ideologies. So Washington is he's younger, like about maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
More optimistic, more very by the book, let's say, very by
Yep.
the code.
Right.
Hackman is more go with what he thinks is right. He's the kind of guy who will run a nuclear drill test while a fire breaks out in the submarine to make sure everyone's ready.
Fair dues.
Literally. So what happens is, not a spoiler per se, but at some point they receive a message on the submarine that Russia is imminently going to attack the United States with nuclear weapons.
Oh no.
So, but before they can do anything, before they can launch, they receive another message. Well, a partial message, but it's cut off because of interference. So, and they don't know what the second message is. So they don't know if war has been broken out between Russia and America,
Okay.
or if it's been a
That's
false
good.
alarm. So basically, Hackman is of the belief that right, we're at war. fire the missiles right now. But Denzel Washington is like, we don't know what this is.
Yeah.
We need to think about this. And basically, a power struggle breaks out between the two. It gets to the point where, because basically, as the ranking of submarine works, the captain cannot make a decision without the cooperation of the second in command.
Oh, I see. Right.
So it gets to the point where they don't know what's happening. War could be breaking out. It may not be. The situation is, if they launch, they may be starting a war when they shouldn't. If they don't launch, America could be hit by nukes. And it's like, it gets to the point where, a little bit of a spoiler, it's like, Hackman tries to basically just ignore the protocol entirely and bypass Denzel Washington's authority. And Washington responds by going by the book, relieving Gene Hackman of his command. So it becomes this power struggle with the crew side with Hackman and the crew side with Denzel Washington.
Sounds pretty cool.
Something is happening above. We don't know what it is until they can get communications back up. They could be at war, they could not. But it's the situation that if we don't act, America's done. But if we do act, we could accidentally start a war, and you don't know. It's like, who do you side with? Who's right? Who's not? Who do you trust? It's like, and it's just different. The battle of different ideologies and different. Cool. It's just.
I feel I've got to watch this now.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. Man. You've sold us again.
Great acting and just
sounds really good.
Just again available currently on Disney Plus and wherever. Video
I like Denzel Washington, man. I do like Denzel Washington. He's an amazing actor.
So again, I love a submarine film.
True.
That's on the list now.
It's that oppressive atmosphere.
Crimson Tide, 995. Available on Disney Plus. All the streaming services are available.
Hey.
No, they're not. It's only available on Disney Plus.
No. Let's start.
Available on Maxis, if you know where to look.
No, nice one, Breezy. That was absolutely brilliant, actually. Quite like that one. I'm going to watch it this weekend. Got now on. So, apart from football. But, no, it's been brilliant, guys, as usual. But it's that time again where we're going to... Yeah, it's been an hour where we're going to say goodbye. We are going to do things a bit different this week. We're going to say goodbye while listening to the single of the week.
Let's go.
Which is this week, Wait Forever by Hallman, and available on Epidemic Sounds, and the link's on my Twitch page and on the main page, so go check it out. It is really good. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in this week, and take care, God bless, and as always, peace out. Take care, bye for now. That is Wait Forever by Hallman. Go check it out on Epidemic Sounds, and thank you very much and good night.